This is Michael Carson back with another video. Well, it turns out you have 12,000 foreign criminals in the UK jail that could be deported today on April 7th, 2025. At least that's what Kieran Mullan has to say, your shadow prisons minister. Let me go ahead and read this article real quick, and you can puke in your mouth after the fact. This article is over on the Express. It's Labour's failure has led to another crisis. It must now deport foreign criminals. It's written by Michael Knowles. Shadow Prisons Minister Kieran Mullan has admitted many of the 12,000 foreign criminals languishing in jails could be made to leave the country. Today. That's me adding that. Labour has failed to prevent another overcrowding crisis behind bars and must take decisive action to prevent more dangerous criminals being released. Critics have declared Shadow Prisons Minister Kieran Mullan said many of the 12,000 foreign criminals languishing in jails should be deported. Well, it really doesn't matter if you don't stop the boats, because guess what? You could deport them, they'll come back tomorrow. You gotta stop the boats from coming in, and you've gotta start doing mass deportations. Sorry, another rant of mine. I'm getting tired of saying that over and over again, to be honest. New Ministry of Justice figures on Monday revealed that there were 625 empty cells in the entire adult male estate. The prison population has ballooned 84,088 within the capacity of 84,713. Further emergency measures to relieve the overcrowding crisis are not believed to be imminent, but justice chiefs are closely monitoring the situation. Yeah, closely doing crap is what they're doing. Mr. Mullan told the Daily Express, weeks into the Labour government, the Justice Secretary decided to release thousands of dangerous criminals into the streets. And for what? They have failed. Well, this is true. Labour must now act decisively to tackle the remand backlog and deport of thousands of foreign national offenders in order to free up prison capacity so that those that have committed a crime are put behind bars. Yeah, they're more concerned about, you saying hurried words on the internet. They're going to put you in jail for that, but they ain't going to do nothing else. It's just ridiculous. Ministers are relying on sentencing reform to prevent prisons from being overwhelmed. They're already overwhelmed. They're not going to stop that. At the height of the crisis last year, there was just 80 cells left, forcing justice chiefs to use police cells. No, so they're not completely empty, right? They can stick them in a tent out in the middle of nowhere, in the bitter cold. How about that? Make a deal with, the Arctic somewhere and stick them in a frickin' ice cube for all I care. Stick them in a dang igloo. Stick them in a tent. You don't have to stick them in a nice heated cell, do you? No. They're foreigners. You can stick them wherever. Continuing on, under Labour's plans, fewer criminals will be jailed and will instead be given community sentences. That's crap. Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood, oh boy, that was the dingbat that was up in the picture earlier. I'm not going to go back up to that. Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood has admitted criminals serving long prison sentences could be let out early under Labour's sentencing overhaul. Ms. Mahmood backed Labour's sentencing czar, former Tory Minister David Gauck, when he said dangerous offenders will have to be released sooner if we are not serious about exceeding capacity. No, you're not serious about a lot of things. This could mean violent inmates, such as those convicted of manslaughter, will get out of prison early. Mr. Gauck also admitted the changes would be controversial and difficult. Not to them, though. In Ms. Mahmoud said ministers cannot prevent a repeat of the prison overcrowding crisis by only releasing more criminals on shorter sentences. So I'll wait until I get those. And then I'll make my decision about which of the recommendations I want to pursue. One thing is clear: we are already running back over 99 capacity. We're running back over 99% capacity in the prison estate. So we're not going to get a position of sustainable prison capacity. Well, you could deport those people. One way to get rid of them. It's called capital punishment. I like capital punishment, and violent criminals deserve capital punishment, but I'll have to delete my earlier statement. It's for the review to obviously look at the details as to how that might work. Then ultimately, it'll be me to consider which of these recommendations I want to take forward. But short sentence reform on its own isn't going to be enough. We are already over 99% capacity. We are filling prison spaces as fast as we can build them, and we know already we cannot build our way out of the crisis, even though we are also building at the same time. Yeah, you can't add more houses for foreigners. You need to just stop letting them in. You need to deport the criminals. We'll see. We'll see how things go. And that is the end of the article. I'm going to scroll down to the comments. If you wish to read people's comments about this matter, go right ahead. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and have yourself a wonderful day. Again, thank you for watching. Please consider watching another video. Like and share so the videos get traction, and I appreciate it, and have yourself a wonderful day.